That doesn't taste nice. Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome back for yet another episode of The Return. That, you guys, is a new camera. It's a rest day today. We're currently 18 weeks out, so time is starting to tick. We're making steady progress, like week by week. Right now, first time dipping under the 100 kilos this week, so slowly chipping off body weight. Last week there was another reduction in calories, just a small one, a little bit of carbs off of training days. And with that also an increase in total androgen load, taking me up to 1.1 gram over the week right now. So these last two adjustments will take us to about 15 weeks out. And as of then, we will start to make some more adjustments in order to, really get to those body fat levels we need to get to in order to be competitive. So the real fun is still coming. Good thing that it is a rest day, because this is shit. So today we're gonna do a body fat measurement. See how fat I am. As it turns out, I'm still fat. Like I said, today is going to be a rest day and I really need it. I've been training hard over the past couple of weeks, and here and there I picked up some small niggles. With those rest days in between, you just give yourself a little bit more opportunity to recover from that training stimulus. I think also rest days, back in the days, I didn't really put focus on, I didn't really care about, and actually I hated them. I can't say that I love them right now, but I know they're needed, and therefore every third day for me is a rest day. So I'll train 2 days and then I have one rest day, and I basically repeat that. And that frequency of rest days allows me to recover in order to, improve my training performance over time. And that's really what you need in order to grow. Which, back in the days, I would just go like 6 days a week training in a row and then take one rest day. Maybe I didn't even take a rest day. Just thinking more is better, right? Rest days are very much needed, guys. Yeah, because you're gonna have to think about this. If you're constantly training, you're training, you're breaking down your muscle tissue basically, but you don't give it time to rest. And I know a lot of people know they need to do this, but there's also a lot of people that actually don't do it, like me back in the days. You're leaving a lot of progress on the table by not doing it. It's time to practice some posing. My friend actually told me to hold each and every one of my poses for 30 seconds just to practice posing conditioning, breathing and all that stuff. To be honest, I suck at that at the moment, so it's gonna be hard, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna give it a try. It's probably gonna look like shit. Let's see how I do with this. So I actually have this app, it's called Interval Timer. So I know exactly if I've held it for 30 seconds because I can't be posing and counting at the same time, as posing requires a lot of focus already. The hardest ones for me to hold are the front double bicep, the front lat spread, and the front relax. So basically all front poses, because you really have to control your midsection even better than in your side and obviously in your rear poses. And with the midsection control, that's really where breathing and everything comes into play. So I'll be practicing those first because I know I can hold the side chest, the side tricep, the rear double bicep, the rear lat spread. I know I can hold them for 30 seconds, but it's more gonna be about the front poses. Okay, that definitely needs more practice. I was actually pretty happy with the front relax pose, but again, it can be better. But the front double bicep and the front lat spread started to look shit. I didn't have my breathing under control anymore. Or I had it under control, but I couldn't keep my midsection tight enough to my liking. And then the other thing is, like, you gotta build a pose up from the ground up, right? So you start with tensing up your legs and then you bring everything up until the very top. But once you tense those muscles at the top and you're focusing on your midsection, it's then very easy to let go of your legs again. So you really need to tense up everything at the same time and make sure it fits your frame. And for like a period of 10 seconds, that's pretty easy to do, but to hold that for 30 seconds, that's where it gets hard. So this definitely needs more practice, but it's a journey. So we're gonna keep on practicing this, and we're gonna show you eventually that this will get better. That was bad. We're gonna make it better. We're gonna. Since I picked up this little shoulder injury, we're going to get some treatment done later in the day. Like I said, this day focuses around recovery, obviously getting the work done that you need to get done. Rest days are also a good opportunity for you to be productive, outside of the gym. Any projects that you have laying around, you can work on them, emails that you've fallen back on. The most of my week's work I will fit into my rest days because I just have more time to get things done then. So fun fact, if you want to know if you have enough water in your rice cooker, what you gotta do is use your middle finger and you want the water to come about there. That's about right. With the current diet setup, it's divided in a training day and a non-training day. Today we have the non-training day diet. It's lowering calories. It's mainly lowering carbs because we don't need them as much on this day. It's a little bit higher in fat versus training days. But in general, it's lowering calories. So the real deficit as of right now is happening on non-training days. Getting groceries, meal prep, those are also things that I like to incorporate on rest days, because when I'm training, when it's a training day, I'm doing work, I'm doing training, I'm pretty exhausted by the end of the day. I don't want to be making meals. I don't want to be standing in the kitchen right then. I just like to make my meals, do the groceries and all that stuff on rest days where I have a little bit more time and energy for it, and just have that sitting ready for my training days so I don't have to be in the kitchen all the time. Back home with the groceries in now for the week. So let me show you guys what we have. One of my favorite vegetables, mushrooms. It bulks up the meal quite a lot, which is nice in a contest prep phase where you just do want to have quite some food to eat, but you don't want a lot of calories. So mushrooms, got 3 packages of those, and we got some nut butter. This one in particular is cashew, almond and peanuts. I prefer like almond butter, but they run out. Cooking spray, some cherry tomatoes for the taste, 1 banana for post-workout. Then we got all of our pineapple with the meals. Good for digestion, protein digestion, tastes fucking nice. Bunch of vitamins and nutrients in there, so what do you want more? And we got some salmon, some fatty fish, 5 packages of beef tartar. Now I get the bio ones both because I want better quality meat. And the second of all is this is the only red beef in the supermarkets that you can find with only 5 grams of fat per 100 gram, because lean beef in Holland, always the leanest they go is 10 grams of fat per 100 grams. So this is the only one that has 5 grams of fat per 100 grams. Then we got some broccoli, bro, chicken and rice and broccoli meal, classic bro style meal. In general, I like the taste of broccoli, helps with metabolizing estrogen. We got some spinach, again, bulking up my meal. This is gonna be used for my breakfast. Then we got some spices. I use this with my rice every now and then. Throw it in between my rice, and I'll pan fry the rice a little bit more just to give it some extra taste. Then we got some tuna steaks and some tilapia. We got our precious blueberries. Usually I get the frozen bag, but they ran out, so I had to go with small packages. We got eggs, free-range eggs. Actually, now that I see this, I usually always check my eggs when I buy them. Didn't do it this time, and look what they did. I'm fucking missing 1 egg. They're trying to steal my gains, they really do. I'll get back on them. I'll get back on them for sure. Coconut milk, using together with protein shakes and also post-workout Frosties and Cocoa Puffs. Now these will be used for the post-workout meal. I can still use them. I still have a lot of carbs in my meal, so that's a good thing. Then we also have some carbonated water with a little flavor added to them. I like these because it's just a little flavor. There's nothing really added to it. It's more so aromas, and it's just a little bit different than plain regular water. This will last me for about 4 days, and then in 4 days time it's time to do another grocery run for 3 days, and then that's how I usually do it. So a 4-day grocery run, then a 3-day grocery run. Remember, I get all my chicken at the moment from Muscle Meat, so that's all in here in the fridge and that's all ready to go. In the off season I'll do more flexible dieting, but right now in prep I don't want to be thinking about what should I be eating next week or what should I be eating today or tomorrow, because that's gonna just have you focus so much more on food. There are upsides to it as well. If you're really craving a certain food and you can find a way to work it in your calories and macros, that will then lower the stress that you perceive if you're not really eating that food, and possibly also lower the chances of you binging on it eventually. But as for now, I'm very happy with the food selection, the meal selection that I have. I can just keep it consistent for as long as possible throughout this prep. Now there will be some rotations throughout in terms of food sources as we go lowering calories, because we might need to make smarter choices with regards to high fat foods, for example, just go with very lean sources. But again, that also all depends on the progress we're making, what we're seeing week to week. For now, this is the selection that we're working with, and this will last me for 4 days, and then it's time to go again. So we're currently at the physiotherapist because I'm gonna have this left shoulder looked at, because it's been bothering me for like a week now. 2 weeks. Oh, 2 weeks. I know I'm always a little bit late with acting up before the injury gets worse. So we're gonna do some trigger points of the shoulder. So as you can see, that's what we're gonna do. I got my lovely girlfriend here. She's a licensed physiotherapist, so she's gonna help me today. And this way she gets to hurt me, and that's fun for her. So let's see how this goes.
Painful?
A little bit.
Can you point at where the pain is?
Go back up, yeah. Here.
Is the pain in this area then? Or?
Yeah, this and this.
Okay. Okay, here comes the first one.
Right in there.
Yeah.
So it's funny, yeah, she puts the needle in here and I feel it here. She's fucking laughing.
Ooh. Almost.
Oh. Look at that. I've been harassed, really. But there were a lot of twitches going on there. It's like the muscle. It feels like electric shocks, and it can be really intense. So I also feel very like sore right now on this side.
So just relax. Let me take over. Thank you.
It's better.
Let's take 2 days of rest. See how it goes. And if necessary, we can always needle again.
Yeah, so 2 days of rest. So there'll be 2 training days in between, and then it's another rest day. So on that rest day, which is on Wednesday, I'll go for another session, and hopefully things will start to improve then. Obviously, I'm also working next to this on some shoulder mobility exercises, and every time before I train, I do some strengthening of or some activation of the rotator cuffs, and obviously try to focus on technique when I'm doing pressing, because the most of the time when I feel this now is when I'm doing horizontal pressing. Can't even lift my arm now.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Hopefully it's gonna fade away right now. It feels like it for sure. We're back home now, and I can barely lift my arm up anymore. But it's time to eat again. So let me show you what we got for meal number 3. Meal number 3, that is. Tuna steaks, 250 grams, 80 grams of rice, and I put some curry powder in there. There's also some mushrooms in there, some garlic. Then we got some cherry potatoes and some broccoli. Let me see what you got. Let's see what the missus got. Curry rice too, some beef patties, broccoli, and cherry tomatoes.
Yeah, and yes, I eat a lot.
It's time to get in some steps now. My step goal is still at 12k, and currently I'm at 6,300, so I got another 6,000 to achieve right here, because later on we're going to the movies, right? So there won't be a lot of walking there. So just get it in right now that I still have about 45 minutes of time to get this done. When I'm walking, either I walk together with my girlfriend, or when I'm walking alone, I'm always listening to something, trying to learn something. So today we're gonna listen to the J3 University podcast. It's about lab testing for physique athletes. Within prep, you have this opportunity to be so productive, because you have all these tasks to complete throughout the day, and there's a lot of multitasking you can do, like learning and walking at the same time, getting your steps in, getting some daylight in, and you just keep moving, and that's what I just love about it as well. It's just an opportunity for you to grow, to improve yourself mentally, physically. So this is what we're gonna do now. It's time to go to the movies. We're gonna see Spiral. It's from the legacy of Jigsaw, so there should be some pretty nice and horrifying images in there. During the movie, I do want to snack on something. I just like to eat something while I'm watching the movie, and usually that would be popcorn or something like this, but because we're in prep, we won't be doing that. We'll just simply take our meal, because we have 2 more meals. and then this is going to be the second to last meal, and then when I get home I'll have my last meal. So I'm just gonna take my meal into the theater, get like a Coke Zero over there, and then just enjoy the movie and eat my meal. So I'm still staying on plan that way. So it's very easy. I got my rice already set up. I got the shredded chicken. You gotta get it into the theater, but that's what we have the girlfriend's bag for. It's a miracle piece. I'll catch you guys back after the movie. Back home after the movie Spiral, I gotta tell you, that movie is sick. It's just sick. I'm not gonna say much more. Yeah, if you like grueling action, then it's definitely a movie for you. I also just got my 12K steps in. So that's another box ticked for today. I just got one meal left, which is gonna be oatmeal with protein powder, and that's gonna be the last meal for the day. So that's a rest day for me. It's a mix of getting some extra work done, getting some relaxation in, and possibly some treatment to help with recovery, and then just making sure I relax as well and do some fun stuff at the end of the day. So that sets me up for another 2 days of productive and hard training sessions. If you like this video, please make sure to like it, comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe and turn on post notifications so you won't miss a video of this series. That's where I'm leaving this video today. See you for the next one.